Preview coverage of the 2024 Champion of Champions is brought to you by the Stallion roster at Burns Ranch in Menifee, California, and one of the leading freshman sires of 2024, Uncle D, standing at Lazy E Ranch in Guthrie, Oklahoma.
And hello again, everyone. I'm Greg Thompson of StallionResearch.com. The summer place to be, of course, is Ruidoso, but the winter place to be is here in Southern California at Los Alamitos. Not only do you get in one weekend the Champion of Champions, the premier older horse race in the country, the granddaddy of them all as it pertains to the older horses, as well as the Los Al 2 Million for charity, all this weekend here at Los Alamitos Racecourse. On this episode, we're going to focus on some of the top horses going into the Champion of Champions this year. Of course, it's always great to come here and see these older horses competing at the tail end of the year to see who closes out the year strong, going into possibly looking at world champion honors. Several trainers have several horses going into this, including Heath Taylor and Monty Arrossa, who both have 3 apiece. Eddie Willis has 2 going into the finals. Let's look at some of these top horses going into there in part 1 here of the look at the Champion of Champions for 2024.
We start the preview with a look over at Monty Arrossa's barn, who has 3 talented runners going into the Champion of Champions. Arrossa's a multi-winner of the Champion of Champions, brings 3-year-old sensation BP Cartel Policy, who is not only victorious in the Los Al Winter Derby, a Grade 1 event in February, comes back and wins the Golden State Derby in September, and then goes on to win the Los Al Super Derby, another Grade 1 event, in November.
He's had a sensational 3-year-old campaign, kind of a typical favorite cartel. Horse has matured with age. It's gotten real consistent at the gate. Had one little stub his toe, but, I've been fortunate to win 3 derbies, run a great race in the Super Derby. This will be his first time running 440, stepping up, running with the great class of horse, looking forward to a good trip from him.
Arrossa also brings the talented filly, Patty Saint, who is perfect in 2024 with 4 wins, including 2 Grade 1 wins, 1 in the Charger Bar Handicap in January, and the most recent in September in the Millie Vessels Memorial Handicap.
Really excited with Patty Saint. Year in, year out, it's really tough for the fillies and mares to run against the boys, especially later on in the year. But feel real good about Patty Saint. She's had a real good season. We've run her 4 times. She's won all 4 of them. She's looked real impressive, against the mares. And like I say, it's a tough task now to step up and run against the boys. She has run 440. We put in a good work with her here about 3.5 weeks ago, and she worked real well, come out of the work well. She likes to run fresh, so that's kind of what we're hoping on. We like our post position draw with her, so looking forward to Patty Saint in the Champion of Champions.
Rounding out the talented trio coming from the Arrossa barn is Scoops Dynasty, the Grade 1 winner who has placed in multiple Grade 1 events this year in California, gets into the Champion of Champions with his effort in the Z. Wayne Griffith Director Stakes trials.
Scoops Dynasty's had a little bit of a rough season. We opted to turn him out after the Winter Championship. He had a busy 3-year-old campaign, 4-year-old campaign, and so we thought the horse needed some rest. So we turned him out for a few months, and he has no condition, so it's been real tough to run the horse and get him back dialed in to where he was a year ago. We got to be a little antsy in the gates, and so we decided to put a flipping halter on the horse, and we hadn't had a chance to run him. So his first out with the flipping halter was the Z. Wayne Griffith trials. He broke well and run a good race. I think the horse is starting to peak. I think he's starting to get back to his form, and so we're excited about him.
Next, we go to the barn of Scott Willoughby, another winner of the Champion of Champions in the past, who goes into the field this year with London Toby. After 2 Grade 1 wins this year, one in the Winter Championship in early February, and then in July in the Spencer Childers Breeders' Championship Handicap, before also running a gutsy effort in the Z. Wayne Griffith trials last time out.
He started out very strong, won the Winter Championship, and was looking great. We planned on skipping the next one and waiting till the Spencer, and we did, and it worked out perfect. He ran a great race there. Came back, and he had a small abscess in the foot after that. He stepped on a rock or something, and so we had to back off of him and wait till closer to the race. You know, we coming in there with just one work, and I told Doc I thought he could win it, but if he didn't, we just needed the race more than we needed anything else. And he ran a very solid race, got away a little slow, and come rolling on the end, but that's him a little bit. And I think he's set up really well. We'll see how it goes.
And then we stop in to talk to trainer Marc Jungers, who brings the Grade 1 Challenge Championship winner, Shaker's No Secret, west to run against tough competition here in the Champion of Champions after a smashing victory in Albuquerque in the Grade 1.
You know, Shaker's No Secret has always ran extremely well. Our plan was to come out here anyway if we didn't win the race and get a berth to the Champion of Champions. But he'd been training great. I mean, he'd done extremely well coming into the race, and you know, we made a rider change because of conflict of schedule. You know, we got on him and rode a great race, so we were really happy. You know, coming into this Champion Champions, it's the best of the best. So we got the 4 slot to pick a position, and we went right next to Just Good Wine. I mean, it's a deep field, so we're blessed to be there. So hopefully we can make a showing.
Continuing to set the standard in the quarter horse racing world is the Stallion roster at Burns Ranch in Menifee, California. Starting with the number 1 stallion in the nation, Favorite Cartel, the sire of 6 millionaires, 29 Grade 1 winners, lifetime progeny earnings of over $52 million from only 12 crops to raise, and the sire of this year's Ruidoso Triple Crown winner, He's Got the Look Z, seen here winning the 2024 Grade 1 All-American Futurity. And then there's the Grade 1 producing son of Walk Through Fire, Fly Through the Fire. The royally bred sire has already produced his first Grade 1 winner in Toxic Relationship, the winner of the Grade 1 Millie Vessels Memorial Handicap at Los Alamitos. Also standing at Burns Ranch is the AQHA champion 2-year-old colt and 2-time Grade 1 winning millionaire Foose, who's produced 41 black-type graded stakes winners, including 3 Grade 1 winners like Millionaire Foose Cash SR, and multiple Grade 1 winner Rock You, and Grade 1 winner Forget It. And then there's the 2-time AQHA racing champion colt Golden Boy, who is the AQHA champion as a 2-year-old and then also as a 3-year-old. As a runner, he was the winner of the Grade 2 El Primero del Año Derby, but saw his biggest win in the Grade 1 Ed Burke Million Futurity as a 2-year-old. His first crop will be yearlings of 2025. Also standing at Burns Ranch is the graded stakes winning earner of over $400,000 on the racetrack, the son of Favorite Cartel, Mental Error, winner of the Grade 3 Kuwait Bar Handicap, and whose first crop are 2-year-olds going into 2025. And then there's the Grade 1 Louisiana Million Futurity winning NP Shining, the son of All-American Futurity winner Mr. Piloto, is an earner of over $850,000 as a runner on the track with multiple graded stakes wins, and was the number 1 high-earning stallion of 2018. And also standing at Burns Ranch is the past AQHA racing champion sire Separate Interest, a son of leading sire Separatist, has produced the Grade 3 Sam Houston Derby winner Delight Interest, and Grade 1 Governor's Cup Futurity winners Constituent and She Goes Up. All these sires, all standing in Menifee, California at Burns Ranch.